Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome. I appreciate your time so very much. I want you to know that I do not take it lightly. To all the new subscribers to this community, I thank you for choosing to be part of our family. It's my hope that you are met with information here that helps you as you journey forward towards your prepared places. To the returning subscribers, family, welcome back. I hope that you all had a wonderful time with your family on Christmas Day, and I hope that you're continuing to nurture yourself and pay attention to your needs as you journey forward. The super empath's evolution is the narcissist's nightmare. I want to make this very clear. The narcissist hates you. There is nothing about you that they like. They cannot stand your guts. And if we could tell the truth, if they could have their way, they would do away with you. The only reason why they do not do this is because they do not want to pay for that crime. That's it. Many of you have witnessed the pure evil in their eyes. You know, when their eyes gloss over, when they turn completely black, when their faces contort in the midst of a narcissistic rage. That's how they truly feel about you. When they project all those vile emotions and they say those very hurtful things towards you, that is when they're not lying and they are speaking their truth. That is the only time that they are not lying. The narcissist's nightmare is the super empath's evolution. You know, the super empath is the narcissist's assignment. It's no mistake that narcissists are drawn to the super empath. It's the strength that they are after. They do not want weak people because they themselves are weak. So there is absolutely nothing for them to benefit. They gain nothing from another weak person. What they are after is the qualities of the super empath. The super empath is the narcissist's assignment. Let's not forget that they are on assignment. They are soldiers in the kingdom of darkness. And their ultimate goal is to stop your purpose. You see, the super empath has a call. You have a purpose. There is a gift and an anointing that rests on your life. And a lot of what it has to do with is the deliverance and the healing of other people. There are other souls that are attached to your life. And the narcissist's assignment is to cause you to not see that. And so that is why they work so hard to break you down mentally. And their goal is to keep you in a stagnant state. This is why narcissistic abuse is so insidious. It's absolutely devastating and soul crushing. It's designed to keep you stuck, to keep you broken down, and unable to complete your assignment. And if your assignment is not complete, then you're ineffective to what you are called to, making you no different than them to a certain degree. They do not want you to recover, and they also do not want you to see your true potential. This is why they work so hard to project and get you to see yourself through their eyes. They have to break you down mentally. This is why the narcissist is a soul hunter, because if they're able to tap into your soul, which starts with your mind, they will influence your emotions and your will. And they have won at this point. But what the narcissist never quite remembers or is completely unaware of, however, the one who sends the narcissist is fully aware, because they know, the devil knows how this thing will end, because he has an awareness of what the word says. And he knows that he's fighting a losing war. And that is why he employs so many minions to work on his behalf. And this is why they work so hard to do the most damage that they can, with the hope that if they could just wound one super empath and keep them down permanently, then they've won. But you see, this game is rigged. This fight is rigged in your favor. There's a default setting within the narcissist, and it's because their DNA is stuck on raggedy. You see, the narcissist cannot resist the distraction of new supply. New supply feeds them, and it caters to their shallow mind and superficial needs. The very thing that keeps them entrapped in the enemy's camp is new supply, because they take their eyes off the super empath to focus on what is superficial. The super empath is an assignment. Super empaths don't come around every day. Low grade supply, low hanging fruit is in abundance. That's easy to come by. But the narcissist, their mind is so shallow. They lack depth of thought. They get bored easily. Many times they've been likened to a child. I don't like that comparison, because that's so degrading to our children, and it's an insult to babies. But consider this. They cannot maintain any level of continuity. They just can't think, or they have no focus. They just get distracted so easily that any shiny object just throws them off, and they just have to move on to the next thing, believing that toxic supply, that downgrade would surpass the super empath. How foolish are they? And it's because they hate you. It's because you repulse them. It's because they are shallow and they are fickle that they cannot remain true to their own assignment, which is to take you down. They can't stay true to that. Because if the narcissist really truly did stay true to it, they would not go off to the toxic supply. They would not leave you. They would not discard you. They would make sure that they kept you trapped forever and just continue to systematically degrade and devalue you within that relationship. But here's what I'm saying. They hate you. They're in the relationship with you. They see you going to church. They see you going to school. They see you committed to self-development and serving others, whatever you're doing. You try to hold them accountable. You want them to be responsible. You want them to be the adult that they are supposed to be. They can't stand any of that. They don't want that in their lives. They don't want to grow up. They want nothing to do with that. They want to continue to be reckless and live their lives however they want, on their terms, and continue to live in their fantasy land, living off people, living off an illusion, magical thinking, being raggedy, dusty, lazy. They can't stand that you challenge them to evolve. They forgot that you are an assignment The super empath is an assignment. And so they take their eyes off the super empath and focus on the new supply and discard the super empath. And so you find that what happens oftentimes is it does not work out with a new supply. And you find the narcissist going into what would be a collapsed state because they don't have the supply that they need. And it's almost in those moments that the narcissist actually has to deal with your true self. You find them depressed. You find them upset. You find them really going through the motions because they have to deal with the quality of the supply that they chose to be with. But I want you to consider this. That is punishment. You see, when they take their eyes off the super empath and they focus on what is less than, the one that sent the narcissist has to then punish them because they did not focus on the assignment that they were on. The super empath is an assignment for the narcissist because they are supposed to deliver the soul of the super empath into the kingdom of darkness. Therefore, the narc cannot take their eyes, they cannot take their energy and their focus off the super empath onto what is less than. And so this is why so many times they experience failure after failure after failure after they have discarded the super empath, because that is a direct result of their punishment from the one who sent them, because they took their eyes off the super empath. And what makes it worse is that during this time, the super empath has the opportunity to recoup. They have the opportunity to recover and reclaim their identity and begin to build back their soul, to begin to realign their soul with the one who sent them. They focus on God. They work on their relationship with God. They begin to practice self-love and have solid boundaries and begin to focus on healthy relationships with people who love them, who support them, and who are there for them, uplifting them, encouraging them, and inspiring them. And they run into their destiny. And they are in line with their purpose. They found themselves. They are evolving into who they were created to be. And this becomes the narcissist's nightmare. You will always see that whenever you continue to soar, whenever you take flight and go to the levels that you are called to, every time you level up, every time you answer the call to your purpose, the narcissist will always receive a narcissistic injury. Trust me when I say this, you don't have to see it. I'm here as a witness. I'm here as a living testimony telling you this is what happens. There is punishment within the realm of the spirit for the narcissist, to the narcissist, for not taking you down, because you are powerful. You were created to do great things. And that is why you had to be taken down by the kingdom of darkness, because you are a force that they know they cannot allow to soar. But guess what? No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up against you in judgment shall be condemned. And it is so. Do not fear, for the one who sent you has you hemmed in his garment. You're the apple of his eye, and he loves you. And he will watch over his word to perform it. Everything that he said that you are, you are. And so, super empath, I encourage you to continue to evolve. I encourage you to continue to shed the dead weight. Take off the garment of pain. Take off the garment of shame. Take off all those negative thoughts. Shed them off. All the false labels, shake it off. That's not who you are. You are royalty. You're above and not beneath. You're more powerful than you know. And it's time for you to soar, super empath. This is why the narcissist keeps trying to come back into your life. Because you're an assignment. And when you're an assignment, there's a target on your back. But don't allow that to distract you or discourage you. Because as many narcs that may come for you, think about all the angels that stand protecting you. And there is a convocation of egos that are there encouraging you. I hope this encourages you. I hope this reminds you that you do not walk this thing alone. Until the next video, take care of yourselves.